Hey, small group leaders. I just wanted to take a couple of minutes and connect with you guys about the small groups that you guys are going to be leading this week. Now, as you know, we kicked off a new sermon series, Knowing Jesus, and I'm just really excited about the partnership that small groups have with the preaching. And what we're doing here is this is just kind of a little experiment to try and partner together the preaching messages and the small groups a little tighter. As a preacher, I just feel like what you guys are doing is so critical. It's so important. I can share a message, or the other speakers can share a message on the weekend services, and God will definitely use that. But I just believe it's like in the actual practical, hands-on, like lived out with other people relationship setting that small groups provide, where this stuff really gets to be real. That's where people grow. That's where people connect with Jesus and take further steps in their journey. And so, first of all, just thank you for leading a small group. It is a big deal. It's important, and you are really helping people connect with this stuff that we're talking about. It would not be happening as powerfully if you weren't stepping in, if you weren't giving your time and energy. So thank you first of all. A quick just recap on what we talked about this last week. You'll remember that kind of the main point and the message was this. We contrasted knowing about God, knowing about Jesus, and knowing Jesus. And really kind of in that brought forth, kind of raised the question, do you really know Jesus? Or do you just know about him? Do you just have facts or ideas or things that people have told you? Or do you really have like a personal relationship where you know the person that he is? You've experienced his personality and you're building a personal relationship with him. That was really the idea. And it's obviously like that's kind of nuts and bolts, but it's so critical when it comes to Christianity. This thing is, as you guys know, it's a relationship. It's not just a religion, it's a relationship. And so that's kind of the main point. And then we talked about this idea of spending some time journaling to put in some of those things that we talked about into practice, where you're spending time, you're conversing with God, you're giving him your attention. And if you remember, we even got like little sheets with the programs that had some questions to journal about and just a suggested trying it 3 times this week. I'd really suggest that you guys check in with your small group members and see how that's going. These a lot like the small groups really take this stuff and make it actionable and practical in people's lives. These challenges do the same. And if you can really just encourage them and support them as they're trying some of these new things, that's how people grow. And so, I just encourage you to check in with them, see how it's going, see if they have questions, see if it's been easy or hard, frustrating or exciting, whatever it's been. And then just encourage them, through the rest of the week. Hey, let's keep learning into this. Let's all keep learning into knowing Jesus together. Hey, thanks again for so much for what you guys give. It's so critical, and we're just praying. In fact, let me just pray for you right now. God, I just bless each and every one of these small groups. God, use it to connect people to you in a more personal way than even they've ever experienced before. I just bless you guys as leaders. Have an amazing group.